got to the point where niggas was ready to start giving him the crown, and right at the moment where he just needed to deliver one more hot project, he fumbled it. What am I talking about? He needed the Carter 3 moment. He needed that for this album. If he does that, we're having a different conversation this week saying, yo, is Drake out of here and he's the guy?
Yo, what's poppin'? Today we're diving deep into the messy downfall of Lil Baby. There was a time when it felt like nothing could stop him. Every drop was a hit, every feature was fire, and the culture was right in his grip. He wasn't just another rapper, he was shaping the game. But fast forward to now, the buzz ain't the same. The hype faded, and people started whispering, what happened to Lil Baby's magic? Let's rewind to 2020 when he dropped The Bigger Picture. That track wasn't just another banger, it hit hard during the George Floyd protests. It showed a side of him nobody expected, raw, emotional, and powerful. Suddenly, folks weren't just vibing, they were paying attention. They were asking, could Lil Baby be the next voice of a generation? Then came My Turn. Not just his best project, but one of the coldest rap albums that year. Tracks like Whoa, Grace, and Emotionally Scarred had the streets on lock. He mixed gritty street vibes with real storytelling, and fans were debating online if Lil Baby was about to surpass Drake. Yeah, those convos were real. But every hot streak cools down, and by 2022, cracks started showing. He dropped It's Only Me, the highly anticipated follow-up. Sure, it moved 216K first week, which looked great on paper. But here's the thing, it didn't stick like My Turn. The songs were sliding off the charts way too fast. Critics and fans started to notice. His sound was becoming predictable. People said Lil Baby found a formula, and instead of flipping it, he clung to it. The rap scene was shifting, trends were evolving, and while everyone else was moving forward, Lil Baby was stuck trying to recreate the same old vibe.
Right now, Lil Baby scratches one stylistic itch pretty well, but truly it is just that one itch. As across this LP, his flows are very one-dimensional, to the point where you might hit instances of deja vu from the first leg of the record to the last leg of the record.
The early signs of Lil Baby's fall were creeping in, but the noise wasn't deafening just yet. Then came DJ Akademiks, a man who never bites his tongue. While mainstream outlets played it safe, Akademiks dove straight into the chaos, thriving on controversy. Known for his wild takes and fearless commentary, he shined a big, blazing spotlight on the quiet chatter surrounding Lil Baby's slipping status. From viral rants to his legendary live streams, Akademiks didn't just speak.
You rappers got to know what you're doing when you're mentioning Ak. Ak got a little bit loud platform now, got a little loud microphone, and he loves the attention. My favorite times was when I was beefing with Meek and Nicki. You know why? They're the biggest names. I can't lose. I get on the mic every day. You niggas drop an album and go disappear and make weird captions and weird posts for the next 3 years. I'm going to be here daily. Night in.
He shouted, and the whole hip-hop world heard him. Complex even crowned him as one of the top 3 most powerful streamers in the game. So when Lil Baby fired shots on his album, name-dropping Akademiks twice, saying, Akademiks know he ain't as rich as me, and Akademiks think they can't get touched. That wasn't just a diss. That was a straight-up challenge, and guess what? AK took it personally. Stream after stream, clip after clip, he went in, breaking down not just Lil Baby's music, but his entire image. Every night, Ak ripped apart his brand piece by piece in front of thousands. Here's the real kicker. He was voicing what a lot of fans and media folks were already thinking but too scared to admit. The doubts that were once scattered in random Reddit threads and Twitter posts now had a face, a voice, and a massive platform to amplify them. Just like that, Lil Baby went from the golden boy to an artist spiraling down in the public eye. And this wasn't happening in a vacuum, because at the same time, another storm was shaking the whole Atlanta rap scene. The YSL RICO case. When Young Thug got locked up in May 2022, the entire rap game shook to its core. His own lyrics were dragged into court, and street ties were turned into evidence. The Atlanta scene, once bold and loud, suddenly got way quieter. That fearless street talk? It became risky business overnight. And Lil Baby, He felt that heat too, with whispers swirling that his 4PF crew could end up caught in a similar RICO storm. The rumors only got louder after Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis announced she was gearing up for more big-name RICO charges in Atlanta, just like the ones that crushed Young Thug, Gunna, and the rest of YSL. By August 2023, Lil Baby made his move. He flipped the script and rebranded completely. Gone was the 4PF label, and in its place rose Glass Window Entertainment, his new setup under Motown and Capitol. But this wasn't just a business play. It was a sign of where Baby's head was at. In interviews, he started speaking on being more cautious, distancing himself from that heavy street rapper image. He didn't straight up admit it, but you could smell the fear of a RICO case lingering in the background. This wasn't just about lyrics. It was about survival, both in the game and in real life. Once the king of the streets, Lil Baby was clearly trying to craft a safer image, build a longer career, and grab control of his own story. His first project under Glass Window, Wham!, had fans on edge. Was this going to be the rebirth they were waiting for? With pressure mounting from fans, the industry, and the law, Baby teased this new era. On Instagram, he posted, "It's that time, I'll say it again, but this one will be totally different. I had the darkest period of my life these last 2 years, but I stayed down." Fans felt hope spark again. They thought maybe this time he'd open up, keep it real, and show growth. Lil Baby launched the promo run with a vibe nobody expected. Lil Baby started popping up everywhere, doing more interviews, chopping it up with Vic Blends and even Lil Yachty, finally letting people in. During these talks, he dropped a bombshell. He had 2 albums ready to go. Wham!, the usual flashy flex with cars, jewelry, and women, and Dominique, a deeper, more emotional project about what he's been through. Fans were begging for Dominique. They wanted that raw, honest side of Baby he kept teasing. This was his moment to flip the narrative and prove he'd grown. But instead, he played it safe. He dropped Wham! And honestly, that move might have backfired. Originally, the plan was to release Wham! In January and follow it right up with Dominique in February. But now it's July, and there's still no sign of that vulnerable album. All we've got is Wham! And the songs? They sound recycled. Same flows, same beats, nothing new. After talking about surviving the darkest period of his life, fans expected something deep. But instead, he gave surface-level bars and even threw shade at Gunna with the line, "I don't care what he did, he a rat still, and I said what I said, don't at me." He doubled down in an interview with Charlemagne when asked about Gunna, saying, "I don't got no relationship." Charlemagne pushed further, asking how he felt about fans saying he couldn't make a hit without Gunna, and Baby just brushed it off with another Here's the twist. Before the whole YSL RICO chaos, Baby and Gunna were tight. They had one of the strongest partnerships in the game. Baby even admitted Gunna helped shape his rap style, saying, "I didn't pay Gunna to," before cutting off. Their bond was real, and now it's completely fractured. For fans who knew the history, it was painful watching Lil Baby turn his back on Gunna. He unfollowed him on IG, hopped on the hate train, and started calling him a rat in his tracks. To a lot of listeners, that felt desperate. The constant dissing of Gunna, just like Thug, started feeling old, and people got tired of it. Fans were clear. He might be a rat, but he clears Baby. We don't care about Lil Baby. We're Team Gunna. The internet picked its side, and artists still throwing shots at Gunna just came off bitter. Sure, Baby can still make hits without him, but there's no denying Gunna's influence, and his absence left a mark on Baby's music. Trying to keep his name buzzing, Baby started linking up with big streamers like Neon Tile and Kai Cenat, collabs nobody ever expected. Streaming has become the new wave of promo. So Baby pulled up to Kai's stream before dropping his album. But things didn't go as planned. Kai gave the album a flat 6.5/10. Kai even said live, "I ain't gonna lie, bro, out of 10, first listen, I'm gonna have to go 6.5, bro." And this hit hard because Kai is known for being too generous with his ratings, especially with people he's cool with. That low score stung. Baby later clapped back in an interview, suggesting Kai's audience just wasn't on his wavelength. "People like Kai's team, I feel like they younger. They ain't really gonna understand how I'm coming." But still, the damage was done. Fans were left questioning if Lil Baby was losing his edge. Baby said, "You gotta be older to get it." But fans took that as proof. He's not listening or evolving. Critics agree. Hip-hop today isn't what it was in 2020. Fans want real emotion and growth. Rod Wave pours out pain in every song. Tyler reinvents himself with every project. But Baby? He talked about dark times yet never shared that story in his music. He's no longer the hungry underdog. He's not the voice right now. He's the one fans are waiting on, but losing hope in. Even his day one supporters are doubting him. They've seen Gunna flip his controversy into a comeback, and now everyone's asking, can Lil Baby do the same? Do you still believe in his next chapter? Comment your thoughts, subscribe, and stay tuned.